They said it's jail time on deck for the nigga. Hold on.
1700, man. How you doing?
I'm doing decent. Houston overrated us though.
Everybody's talking about you right now. Does it even feel real?
I'll be feeling, I don't really be knowing what I be doing for real. Like, I was just dissing people, and then my mama real known in the city and shit. So everybody was calling her phone like, oh, your son just said this in his song, and she thought the whole world was trying to. And
no, not the whole world.
At the car, they was out of the car. It was like 4 on the car, and then they tried to charge me with the 4. I was in the station for
Damn.
like 3 days, but when they found out they didn't have enough evidence on me, they just charged me with possession of a stolen motor vehicle and shit. I don't rap. I do a lot of other shit too. When money get involved and stuff like that.
You're telling me you're an assassin?
What
no,
the hell?
I'm not telling you nothing.
Oh, okay, but you're kind of like hitting at it.
What the hell?
Okay.
Now tell me how. What they gonna say? Just cause I said I'm gonna them?
Right.
Hey yo, squad, what's the
Alright.
deal? Back with another video,
Maybe
man.
he got.
The
Maybe he's
Chicago
smarter
drill
than
scene
us.
is where hip hop meets hell in a big way. In other words, any rapper that's a part of that community gotta be on demon time. But what if I told you
That's
there's
how
a
that nigga
rapper
look without
that's
the
a part of that
glasses,
community
folks.
gotta be on demon?
Am I tripping? That's how you look without the glasses? That nigga aged 10 years older, didn't he, folks? Nigga look like he gotta be 30 right there. I ain't gonna lie. Glasses, he look like he
Back
look
with
like
another
17.
video, man. The
Without the
Chicago
glasses?
drill scene is where hip hop.
That's a 30-year-old man right there.
In
This
other
the
words,
same
any rapper
nigga?
that's a part of that community gotta be on demon time.
That's the same nigga.
But what if I told you there's a rapper out there that looks straight like a teacher's pet, but still spits some of the hardest bars around?
Big
and
bro
allegedly
Dre.
been tied to a body or two. Speculations that he himself
How
has
you feel? How you
contributed
living,
to,
big
whether
bro?
he realizes it or not.
This how this nigga look without glasses, folks. Why he look so much older? Nigga
Speculations
look
that he
30
himself
without the
has
glasses, though. Look at him.
contributed to, whether he
This how you look without the glasses? Nigga look 30. They said is Von going to jail? They said 1,700 ways to not shut up. No cap. They say he talk too much.
realizes it or not. His
They
name
say
is
he be
VonOff1700.
chatting.
And his
Yapper
name
of the
has been
year.
buzzing like crazy online. He's talented with the bars, no doubt, but as usual, it appears another rapper could fall victim to another case of art imitating life a little too closely. So just who is VonOff1700? We gonna find out. So without further ado,
I
let's
think
skip
over
the
there
play
eating the
and get down
noodles.
to business. The man we know as VonOff1700
I can't do the noodles. I do
began
gotta
his
figure out
story
what
as
I'm gonna eat
Davon
tonight,
Meeks.
though.
Born on April 22nd,
They said his real name was
2000,
what?
began his story as Davon Meeks. Born on April 22nd,
My nigga
2003,
named
Meeks grew
Davon.
up surrounded by the gang issues of Chicago's West Side.
Y'all calling us? We look like we steal?
I'm not saying you look like you steal. We're just trying to avoid an opportunity where anyone could steal. And this building is so big that we try to like kind of sequester different groups of people to different sides.
We don't like
He said y'all finna steal.
Yes, I'm afraid you're gonna steal something.
Despite that, he doesn't seem to have experienced any direct trauma during his childhood. If the guy saw something that haunts him, he keeps it locked up tight, which is probably how he survived all that time in the first place. But just like any kid that grows up seeing banging in the streets from day one, it was only a matter of time before the streets changed him for good. After a pretty decent childhood, Von started getting in with the bad crowd in his teen years.
That's what happens, right?
16. Then I got outside. When I got outside, it was like, you outside now, like you gotta have some money in your pocket. So I started doing little side, not no major crazy.
Yeah.
This
Niggas will think, niggas will say side shit and
Decided to
it'll
drop
be
out of
major.
school early on, and this meant he had a lot of time on his hands. And for a kid with Von's energy,
Nigga say, not nothing major. I just be motherfucking stealing cars, selling a little weed. Nigga, you stealing niggas' cars. Niggas will kill you. Nigga.
already know what was coming next, a life of crime.
You know, they always say that early in 9th grade. Then that's when I finally clicked in, like, yeah, school ain't it.
What you do in 9th grade?
I just was tweaking, skipping school, skipping classes. So I think my GPA was like a 0.3 or something like that.
It's not like he had much of a choice though. Gangs
I ain't gonna
ruled his-
lie. 9th grade, my grade point average was 1.3. I ain't gonna cap to you. My shit was 1.3. Ninth grade year. Yeah, I was on the same. Not going to class. 1.3. I ain't gonna lie. You don't even want to know my cumulative.
Streets back then, just like they do now. If you want to survive, you gotta pick a side or just hope that you don't get caught in the crossfire. Von wanted to take control of his life. The Toss Gang controlled the area he
Toss
was
Gang.
from, Block 1700, all the way up to North Avenue. They were also the most hated gang in Chicago, according to some. You might be wondering, how does a kid join a gang in the first place? Well, for starters, Chicago just became a much more area around the time that Von became.
I don't think nobody was wondering that
Started
part,
to gain
was
more
it?
power, and that sense of community that protected Von when he was a youngin' just disappeared.
This nigga be
You could
looking
change about
crazy
Chicago,
as
what would
hell
it be?
without his glasses and ski
broke,
mask.
dirty, hating ass niggas, cause they the reason the shit is what it is. Like, it be the niggas who that shit up. Like, niggas wanna get into it over. Niggas wanna get into it over goofy shit. Like, it's all goofy, goofy, dirty, broke, starving, gangbanging ass niggas that's doing this shit.
And on top of that, Von lost one of his best friends to an overdose. And do you really know the saddest part? The kid was given fake substances, so he didn't even know what he was taking when he lost his life. All of this left Von with some really deep trauma. Joining the gang gave him a sense of community. It made him feel safe in the cruel streets where nothing was sacred. Of course, this don't mean that Von and his boys were all business all the time. For fun, him and his boys used to boost cars and sell them for the low for like
Nigga without the
$800
glasses
and have to
just
split it amongst themselves.
go from
So the
age
big more
18
money,
to
they had
age
boost more
38.
cars, and it became like an addiction for him.
Like, we had like, it's both. Like a jump in, or we'd just get your shit together, and that's our shit. Like,
And just drive around the city.
yeah, until we find a sale for it. Take a picture of it, send it to like the random people who be buying the cars and shit, and then pop that. And we selling them for cheap, like.
But more importantly, Von started
Selling
taking
them
music
for
seriously
dirt
around
cheap.
the stage. In 2020,
$200-$300.
1700 made his first big steps
And you gotta
into
split it down
establishing
with
a rap
4
career,
niggas,
and nothing
3
was ever
niggas.
the same after that. When his debut track Walk Down came out, he became the biggest SoundCloud hit of the year. This was just the beginning though. Von had a lot to say, and he knew just how to say it. His gritty lyrics didn't shy away from telling it how it was. He painted a picture of the streets that didn't cover up any of the real ish going on. The man talked about deceased homies like it was his purpose in life, but he got his point across in a way that people can relate. His penmanship transcribed straight fire to the page, and his angry, bitter, calculated delivery sent each bar to the ears like a nuclear missile hitting a bullseye. A couple
Nigga
years
older,
later,
ain't
Von
he?
really
He
made
got
it big,
a good
and
little
he had a
metaphors
solid
for
following on
describing this
SoundCloud, and he
shit.
was still a few steps away from his massive fan base getting bigger. 2022 was the year things changed, and he got kicked into high gear.
Crazy. Now when I got out, I dropped Free Brick. That go up, that like 300K. Then New Year's come, I shot on deck. That did $1 million in like.
Damn.
And then from then it just been all foot on the gas.
That was when he took a Gucci Mane song called On Deck, remixed it and uploaded it to his YouTube channel. The song racked up millions of views and brought him a brand new audience hungry to hear what more he had to say. Von had changed the song up just enough to make his own creativity shine through, especially with the brand new bars he added on top. But he also paid tribute to Gucci Mane in a really big way. Other rappers noticed this bright, mega-talented kid. All of a sudden, stars like Lil Durk and Future started sharing Von work with their own fans. His audience was growing by the minute, and a record deal was just around the corner.
And is this 0 to 100, bro? You're out of here. Like, top 10 on the charts. Everybody's listening to your music. My nephew's happy I'm interviewing you right now. Sexy Red's bumping your shit. Everybody's talking about you right now. Does it even feel real?
But this is where things got a little bit funny. You know, he started to get a little hate when he broke onto the scene because people started dissing him, saying he looked like a daggone accountant, as well as a couple of cartoon characters. But yo, an incident in 2023 showed that he wasn't just stunting when he talked about his side, allegedly. It all went down on July 26, 2023. A guy named Antoine Benoit pulled up to a gas station in Chatham at about 4 in the afternoon when a bunch of guys jumped out of a black Dodge Durango and started firing at him.
Look like
26. So you see the 3 people there. They get out of that Dodge Durango, that all-black car. They a 31-year-old man by the name of Anton Benoit.
It's a miracle that the bullets didn't start an explosion. Unfortunately, the miracle didn't do nothing for Anton. He fell to the ground, and if he wasn't gone already, his assailants, running him over as they made their getaway, certainly finished the job.
He was just standing in the parking lot of the Shell station, and then after they got him, they ran over him with the car.
What does this have to do with Von, you ask? It might just have everything to do with it. And there's no official word on this, no confirmation that could prove things either way, but I'll just say this. Von hasn't exactly tried to distance himself from the area or the incident. In fact, it seems like he's trying to take credit for the whole thing. For starters, surveillance videos caught the shooters wearing a very specific type of fit. You know, that black hoodie type of vibe. You get me? Now get this. Von posted a photo of himself wearing pretty much the exact same clothes. What's even crazier is that the shooters look like he's wearing glasses that look exactly like Von's. The homie's famous for wearing nerdy frames, so this was pretty hard to miss.
Do you feel like the glasses really helped you? Because people have this thing where I see so many comments where people say you look like the dude off Arthur.
Yeah.
You look like the dude off Proud Family. And then a lot of people think that you're just square. You're not really about that life. So that's another interesting thing that makes people just want to dig in even more. How much credit do you give your glasses?
Von later went on No Jumper and straight up told Adam that he was unalive in his ops.
We is in the ops, bro. I don't
Niggas,
know.
it's crazy.
So
Niggas, it's
that's
crazy.
what we doing to the ops, bro. When they look at us, yes.
But when you say we, you're not saying that you
Yeah, don't
personally
say
want to
that.
be involved in anything like this, right?
We, team, whatever you want to call it.
You just
we
put
is-
my homie in this all type of shit. Now my homie gotta defend this. Man, what are you talking about? Why would he say that?
He followed this by listing cars he liked to steal and very specifically said that he don't mess with Dodge Durangos no more. Coincidence? Maybe, maybe not. But Von's not being subtle about it either way. A few months passed by and Von released a song called Flame Out that made it even more obvious that he was the culprit. He talked about
That was
watching
when
an
the
op
gas
stop at the
station
gas and
shit.
taking him out on camera, which is about as straight
This all
of a
makes sense
confession as
now.
you can make.
This is
Other
all
lyrics
making
talked
sense
about him
now.
using a Draco and a 45 to do the job. As it turns out, these were the exact same pieces used in the shooting. Now, some folks are saying it's all talk. They're saying Von's just trying to make a name for himself, but is that really what he's doing here? Is he really tying himself to a body just for clout? All the specifics he's mentioning make it seem like he's actually the mastermind, so it's hard to tell. But you gotta admit,
That's
Bro's got
crazy.
a rep for stunting. He got a mouth on him, and some folks think that he's not exactly the stone cold gangster type that he makes himself out to be. Instead, he might just be an epic troll that's got us all fooled. Now, when a brother like this start running his mouth about his body count, you best believe that the fellas he's beefing with will come out of the woodworks. Maybe that's why Z Money came on No Jumper himself to call Von out for his goofy antics.
Are you saying that? You're basically telling me that no, of course, Adam, I wouldn't actually do any of this, so therefore I can rap about it.
We are going to ass.
Okay.
Now tell me how. What they gonna say? Just because I said I'm gonna them?
Right.
Z Money said that Von's a fraud, and he pointed out a few things that make him seem like a fake gangster.
Agent Dollar whoop his ass. You can go to the nearest 8th grade elementary school, and go pick out an 8th grader, and tell him go whoop on my homie. Shorty is look, man. Shorty is a goofy man. Shorty is a like. I
Niggas
can't
said
even
pick
take him
out the
serious,
nearest 8th grader.
Von obviously wasn't going to take this line down, so he went on social media to call Z Money out for suing a pastor that assaulted him.
Oh,
Z Money.
yeah, goofy.
I haven't seen him on the scene in a minute.
Don't nobody. Yeah, he's not even on it.
That ain't a good look for sure, but some might say that Z Money fired the first shot. This still doesn't change
I'm
how
all
much
lost.
confusion it
Who is
creates
Z
around
Money,
the case,
guys?
though. All we know for sure is that VonOff1700 has enough clout to make people talk about this. All it took was a single new track, and suddenly people are either convinced that he's a real G, or they're working overtime to prove him wrong. After signing with a record label in 2023, Von's been on the rise in a big way. He still has a lot of work to do in the game, but he has a hell of a start. He could be one of Chicago's most prominent stars. He just gotta focus on the music, stay
Is he clout chasing, chat? Y'all tell me.